Do you know? Have you heard about excise duty? Excise duty बोल के कभी सुने? So previously, before GST, there used to be a tax called excise duty, which used to be levied by the government at the factory level. So whenever the goods used to come out of the factory, the government people or the officer used to sit in the factory itself and they used to collect the excise duty and then release the item or the goods. But this excise duty was again merged in GST, so there was no extra excise duty. But then again, after some time of GST launch, government again introduced this BET, basic excise duty, and this also is being levied mostly on luxury items. Not all luxury items, and not all, I cannot even say that it is not levied on normal items. It can be levied on, it's government call me. They can introduce and put it on any time. And normally what happens is this type of taxes, this is cess, BET and NCD, this government will introduce for some short-term goals. For example, there is an earthquake happened in some of the city. Government need more funds, more revenue to normalize the situation over there. So what government will say that, okay, from the normal tax revenues I will not be able to cope up, so I will put some other some more tax. This tax will be there for so and so years only. For 5 years I will collect the tax. Till the time I was able to help these people, and then this tax will be abolished. So this type of tax can or cannot be a long-term tax. Yes, no?
Yes.
I will not say that. Then NCCD, right? So central excise, that is NCCD is tax to be charged only from manufacturers of the factory gate value. There is no central excise NCCD beyond factory gate, transportation of to distributor, dealers or retail margin. So what happens is, I will show you if possible the invoice of my tobacco item that I have, so that you will have better understanding. So in that what happens is, when I am purchasing from the manufacturer, on that invoice, what is the invoice? Bill, right? On that invoice you will be able to see 4 types of taxes. However, when I will sell it to somebody else, I can only show 2 types of taxes. I'll correct you. You're correct, but I'll just correct you more. Okay. So what are the 4 types of taxes that you will see from the manufacturer's invoice is? First, he will charge me cess, right? Because he is a manufacturer, he or she has to pay. Second, he will charge me BED, basic excise duty. Third, he will charge me NCCD. That is normally being levied during natural calamities. Okay. Fourth, they will charge me IGST because it is coming from different state. These are the 4 taxes. Apart from this 4, there is another tax which income tax acts has put in. See, I've told you, right? Direct taxation, indirect taxation. Indirect taxation is GST. Direct taxation is income tax, right? According to comply with the income tax law, there is a tax which the manufacturer has to charge on me. I'll just give you a glimpse of it, okay? Just for your understanding, right? So what happens is, normally, what do you mean by income tax? Income tax is being levied on a person whose income value is up to certain limit, or after certain limit he has to pay the tax. But do you think every person is so genuine and so nice that he will pay the tax?
No.
This is the known fact to everybody, right? So what government said is, okay, from where all are you generating the tax or generating the profit? कहाँ से तुम्हारा मुनाफा होता, वहीं पर टैक्स लगा दीजिए. So there is something called TDS. Have you heard about it? Tax deduction at source. And there is something called TCS, tax collection at source. So there is no question of me evading the tax. I cannot say that I will not pay the tax, because from where there is a possibility of generation of revenues there, government is collecting tax from them only. Classic example of TDS is tax collected from the cricketer while the board is paying to them. For example, Sachin Tendulkar is playing, he will be paid some amount, so the board BCCI is liable to collect TDS while paying to Sachin Tendulkar and pay to the government. Now you will say, sir, after collecting the tax, how will government know whether Sachin Tendulkar is liable to pay the tax or not? Sachin Tendulkar, we know he earns in crores. But for example, a small Ranji player, he also gets amount. but from him also the board has to collect the amount and pay to the government. Say suppose that cricketer is not liable to pay tax. For example, his salary or his income is not going up to that threshold or 12 lakhs. So what happens is, whenever the board deducts the amount, the tax, and pay to the government, yes, under whose name the board will show to the government, he or she will say, I am deducting tax on his behalf, Sachin Tendulkar's behalf, and board will give the PAN number of Sachin Tendulkar to the government. Because government will not know who is Sachin Tendulkar. So on this PAN I have deducted tax is what he says. Sir, bore ho raha kya? Are you able to understand?
Yes.
Is it paining? Or there is any fun in that?
So pimples.
Achha. So what happens is, the board will deposit the amount deducted from the salary of Sachin Tendulkar to the income tax department under his PAN number. So now government will know from whom we have got the tax, no matter who has deposited. But this tax belongs to whom? Sachin Tendulkar. So Sachin Tendulkar, after a year, after this financial year ends, what he does is, he will prepare his income tax return. And he will tell to the government, see boss, this is my income. Out of this income, I am liable to pay this particular amount as a tax. However, you have already received this amount from my board. Now please deduct this, and either I am liable to pay only this or refund me that. For example, board has deducted already 1 lakh rupees. Sachin Tendulkar income is somewhere around 12 lakh 50,000. For example, I am saying, or 13 lakh, and he is liable to pay only 50,000 as tax. So what Sachin Tendulkar will say? He will show his income proof and everything to the government, and he will say, sir, I am liable to pay 50,000. You have already received 1 lakh rupees from board. Please repay me back 50,000. So government will refund 50,000 to Sachin. Whenever you purchase any land as well or any building, if the threshold limit is increasing or it is above certain limit, you have to also deduct tax. Like after 50 lakhs, if I am not wrong. If the amount of consideration is more than 50 lakhs, you are liable to deduct the tax and pay to the government. So this is TDS. Concept is clear? Any doubt in that? No doubt? Akka, Mr. Agarwal has doubt.
बहुत सर
क्या doubt है?
कलेक्शन कैसा करते सर
जब पे करते ना भाई, सैलरी पे कर रहे, फॉर एग्जांपल अभी मेरा ये चल रहा, फॉर एग्जांपल मैं एज अ ट्रेनर, तो आई एम फ्रीलांस ट्रेनर, आई एम नॉट अ टीचर ओवर हियर, सो दे विल पे मी अमाउंट, whatever party, your college or my mentor, whoever is paying me the amount, after certain threshold limit, government has said that इतना तक amount पे करे तो कोई चिंता नहीं है, इसके अबाव पे करे तो क्या करो, 10% कट कर लो, पे कर लो. फॉर एग्जांपल मेरे को 50,000 पे कर रहे हैं, 50,000 पे कर रहे हैं, एग्जांपल दे रहा हूँ, 50,000 पे कर रहे हैं, तो थ्रेशोल्ड लिमिट है 30,000 का, 30,000 के ऊपर पे कर रहे तो 10% उन्होंने रोक लेना पैसे में. तो जब उन्होंने पे कर रहे हैं 50,000 में से 10% पहले डिडक्ट कर लेना, 5,000 रोक लेते हैं, मेरे को मेरे हैंड को 45,000 ही देते हैं, 5,000 ले आके इनकम टैक्स डिपार्टमेंट में पे कर देते हैं मेरे पैन नंबर पे. तो जब मैं मेरा इनकम टैक्स बनाता हूँ, अगर मेरे को साल में एक ही प्रोग्राम है तो 50,000 पे टैक्स पेएबल हूँ क्या? नहीं. लेकिन 5,000 तो गवर्नमेंट को चले जाना. तो मैं गवर्नमेंट को बोलता हूँ भाई मैं पूरे साल में खाली बैठा था, सिर्फ 10 दिन ही काम मिला मेरे को, 50,000 रुपए मेरी इनकम है, मैं कुछ भी टैक्स पे नहीं करना है, बाजब आप जो 5,000 रुपए उनसे लिए ना वो मेरे को वापस दे दो, तो गवर्नमेंट मेरे को दे. लेकिन अगर मेरी सैलरी बढ़ गई, मेरे को ऐसे 25-50 प्रोग्राम मिल गए साल भर में भगवान की कृपा से, तो क्या होता, मैं गवर्नमेंट को बोलता नहीं मेरे अच्छे कमा गए, मैं 15 लाख रुपए कमा लिया, 15 लाख के ऊपर मैं 10,000 रुपए मेरे को क्या बोलते हैं, जो टैक्स पेएबल हूँ, कैलकुलेशन मैं जैसे एग्जांपल दे रहा हूँ आपको, 10,000 रुपए टैक्स पेएबल हूँ, तो 5,000 रुपए आपको ऑलरेडी आ गए और मैं 5,000 रुपए भर रहा हूँ अपना हिसाब ले. तो कब डिडक्ट करते बोले तो जो पेयर रहता, हमको जहां से इनकम हो रही उन्हें डिडक्ट कर लेते. बोलो बोलो बोलो, दिमाग में ना लगाना, ऐसा सब ऊपर उड़ रहा, खींचो उसको, बोलो.
सर अगर अभी वो जो पे कर रहा पर्सन आप जिससे लिए, फिर आप गवर्नमेंट से ले लेना तो गवर्नमेंट को टैक्स तो नहीं आएगा?
नहीं, क्या होता बोले तो मैं 50,000 रुपए क्या करता हूँ बोले तो ले लेता हूँ, लेकिन गवर्नमेंट को बताता हूँ मैं लिया भाई, और बाद में इनकम टैक्स रिटर्न ही नहीं भरता, तो गवर्नमेंट को कहाँ से आए? लेकिन अगर पहले वो गवर्नमेंट को भर दिया 5,000 रुपए, तो गवर्नमेंट को आ गया. अगर मैं इनकम टैक्स रिटर्न नहीं भी भरा तो गवर्नमेंट को आ गया. गवर्नमेंट को जितना होना उतना ही मिलता अल्टीमेटली, लेकिन बहुत सारे शरीफा रहते हैं ना, इनकम टैक्स रिटर्न ही नहीं भरते। यार क्या करती गवर्नमेंट? मैं जब आईएएस की पढ़ाई कर रहा था, गलती से आईएएस की पढ़ाई किया मैं, लेकिन आगे नहीं पढ़ सका। तो जब मेरे को हमारे जो मेंटर थे उन्होंने क्या बोले मालूम, इनकम टैक्स डिपार्टमेंट क्या करता बोले तो पूरे ऑल ओवर इंडिया में 1 लाख नोटिस भेज देता, रैंडमली 1 लाख नोटिस भेज देता। उसमें क्या करता हूँ 50,000 बोल के फाड़ के फेंक देते, नोटिस को फाड़ के फेंक देते। उसके अंदर 20,000 लोग क्या रहते करेक्ट रहते, तुमला रिप्लाई कर देते भाई हमारा सही है, तुम कहीं की नोटिस भेजे बोल के। उसके अंदर 10,000 लोग क्या करते डिफॉल्ट में रहते, तो 10,000 के डिफॉल्ट में 5,000 लोग रिप्लाई नहीं करते, सिर्फ 5,000 लोग सही में डिफॉल्ट में रहते रिप्लाई करते, उनको कुछ पकड़ के निचोड़ लेता। ठीक है ना? ओके डन। एनी मोर क्वेश्चंस? So in the same way of TDS, there is another concept of TCS. Don't get confused. It's very easy. So TDS is being deducted from many people under different scenarios, and basically it is on the income part. Basically it is on the income, direct income. जैसा लॉयर को आप दे रहे पैसे तो उसको TDS करेक्ट करना, बैट्समैन को दे रहे, म्यूजिक कंपोजर को दे रहे, सिंगर को दे रहे, एक्टर को दे रहे, ऐसे एक लिस्ट है पूरी। आई विल शेयर इट विद यू, अदरवाइज यू कैन आल्सो टाइप एंड यू विल गेट इट कि किसके ऊपर कितना रहता TDS, कितना अपन कलेक्ट करना। जैसा चिट फंड बिजनेस कर रहे हैं अपन, चिट फंड बिजनेस में कमीशन आता ना, युवराज चिट फंड मार्केट में, तो उन्होंने अगर कमीशन कट करा तो एक थ्रेशोल्ड लिमिट के अभाव उन्होंने कट करा तो मैं TDS कट करके देना उसको। अब जो TDS में कट करता हूँ ना, TDS कट करके मैं गवर्नमेंट को जो भरता हूँ, गवर्नमेंट को भरे तो मेरे को एक फॉर्म आता वहाँ से TDS सर्टिफिकेट बोल के, दैट TDS सर्टिफिकेट आई हैव टू गिव टू दैट पर्टिकुलर पर्सन, एंड दैट पर्सन कैन शो दैट सर्टिफिकेट टू द गवर्नमेंट दैट यू हैव ऑलरेडी रिसीव्ड द फंड्स फ्रॉम। ठीक है, यहाँ तक हो गया? इट इज क्लियर? नाउ इट इज नॉट दैट ऑलवेज सचिन तेंदुलकर विल हैव मोर रेवेन्यू, बिजनेस विल आल्सो हैव मोर रेवेन्यू। यस नो? मे बी यस नो? ठीक है। अभी कैसा होता बोले तो people who are into business many times they conceal their purchase and sale. I purchase from you, I'll just tear off the invoice and I'll leave it. I will not even show it to somebody else, right? Sometimes they will not take into consideration, sometimes they will show it but they will show more expenses or something like that, then they will not file the income tax return. So what government thought is, if say suppose, now I'm telling you the threshold number, if say suppose a certain person is selling goods to somebody of more than 50 lakh rupees in a year, if she is a manufacturer, she is selling me goods worth rupees 50 lakhs or more in a year, 50 lakhs 50 लाख से बढ़ के रहेगा तो बट ऑब्वियस है उसके अंदर